Hey there, do you have new product releases coming out? Good. That's why we're here to help you out with that planning process, because it can be difficult, as we know, software company and all. But what we do have for you is an awesome release planning template that you can get started with today to make this system and process a lot easier for you. Let's dive right into it. So as with all of our templates, you can go to softr.io/templates. And if you press preview here, you should be able to check this out. So here we'll be seeing this from a specific point of view. If we pick one of these options, so product and development team or a non-product and development team person, by clicking on this, we'll see that there is a calendar that has a list of the different releases that are coming out. You can view this from a calendar perspective as a month, week, or day view. And then if you go any other day or time back, let's click on this and you'll see some basic data about and info about the release. But if I want to learn more, I can press open and have the full release information showcased to me in the release details page. So this is going to have the release date, the status as it was released, any extra notes, the stories associated to it. And then if we want to update these, since we are a product and development team member, we can. We can pick different stories to connect it to, add the internal notes, or even add some images and attachments as well. Now, on the bottom here, those stories that are related are showcased. So if I click on this easy to use interface is going to bring me to the story details for that, which is going to have the ID associated to it, its area, insight, drive score is right here, what release this was, its status, and notes. And the same deal, we can update this story on our end too. Now, just going back to the release calendar main homepage, this is also just going to show you all the recent releases on the bottom here. If we dive into the back end of this template by pressing use template, we can take a look and see how that was the case. So let's just pick one of these right here, add base. And then you'll see we have releases, stories, areas, and team members. So essentially the releases and stories are interlinked as we already saw. And then the areas are linked to those stories too. So what the different categories of those stories are. I'm going to create this application and then go to the application. Awesome. So as you can see for the recent releases, this is essentially just sorted by Z to A for the most recent release dates. So you can see 2024, 3/12, before 2/11. Now the status is released is the way that we made this the case. So we can also have a pending releases item that could be like, if we just duplicate this, change this to say pending releases and filter it from a source standpoint to is not released. Then it would be the releases that are coming up. And we can change how many items per page we want to show. We could adjust both the recent and the pending releases to 5 to shorten them up. And you'll see now it goes to 5 instead of 10 on there. Then we press publish, take a look at that again. Now on this side, it's important to note, a product and developer team member can also add records here. So they could add the milestone, the release date, the stories attached to it, and the internal notes too. So for the add record, you can see here on the visibility section, logged in users can only see the add button if they are from the product and development team. So we do not want non-product and development team members adding new releases here. Now let's take another look at a different page. Let's go to the releases page, which as you can see from the header standpoint, this can be seen from both sides. The only thing that is different between the product and development team and non-product and development team members is the fact that this releases option, once again, can only be seen for adding them by the product and development team. And just changing the data in general is one of the big precursors to this. If you're on the product and development team using this template, you will be able to change a lot of the data in here, update, add buttons. But when it comes to non-P&D teams members, that will not be the case. You can also, in the all releases page, filter this by released or unreleased, and then search in a multitude of different ways. If we go to the all releases page, you'll see that on the content area, it is searched by whatever you'd like. So I can put the release so that it'll do it by the name, but it's completely up to you. Then on the stories page, once again, adding a story. If we go into the stories page, for the action button, that visibility is going to be hidden to product and development team members. But yeah, you can add a story in here. This maps to and asks for you to pick a specific area, put the user wants, attach it to a release number, MVP, alpha, closed beta, public beta, 1, 2, 3, all this kind of stuff. and then put any internal notes as well. But overall, this system and template can be seen very much in line with one another, whether you're on the P&D team or not. It's just a matter of who is able to add info inside of it. And this kind of keeps things segmented from a user group standpoint. And I think it makes a lot of sense personally. As you can see here, we have a wide variety of different people on the product and design team versus not. And they all have their own specific needs for utilizing this workspace, but they have it in the way that makes sense for them rather than them all having access to the same stuff. That's one of the great things that we do have with Softr is this awesome access level options at the button level, block level, page level. Really cool stuff here. If you like this template and want to see more videos about our templates, make sure to check out the rest of our content on our YouTube channel. We do awesome stuff every week and talk about all the different use cases that you can have when building with Softr. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.